Hi, Sally.
Hi, teacher.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, that's great. I will just erase my, wait me here. Wait me, Sally. So, are you today? You're doing what's the weather? In here in the Philippines, the weather is not really good, Sally.
Yeah, I know.
How about there?
About my Vietnamese, it's so cold.
Cold?
Yeah,
So, today is Saturday, and you will going somewhere or just in the house?
yeah,
Just in the house?
yes, there's.
House only. Okay, so let us have here to see for pre-intermediate. Okay, let us try to answer this one, my Sally. So our topic, yeah, we're going to talk about adrenaline junkies. Okay, again, we're going to talk about adrenaline junkies. What is adrenaline junkies? Okay. Okay, so we have vocabulary. Teacher, we're gonna share first. Athletic. Athletic. Okay, when you see athletic, means you're strong, you're fit, and you're active. So possibly when you say athletic, of course, you are really strong. You are so active and you are so fight it fight. Okay, so impressive. Okay, you admire them because it is you're doing a great job. Okay, because you have a large and okay, large, good, and skillful. Remote, it means far away. Like I'm living in a remote area, teachers. It means you're living far away. Next is spectacular. So very impressive. So when you say it's spectacular, that's very impressive, teacher. So when you say risky, it means involving the possibility of something bad happening. It's so risky, teacher. Next, thrilling, exciting, and a lot of fun. It's so thrilling. It's so exciting. Brave, very brave. You know this word. Oh, I'm very brave, teacher. I can fight. Okay, that is being brave. Next is terrifying. It means making somebody feel extremely frightened. Okay, you're terrifying. Okay, next one. You have here the word surrounding. That is near or around something. That is near or around something. Okay, fit. The same with strong, you're healthy and strong. And fit, it means not of an acceptable standard. It's not unfit. It's not fit. Next is unusual. Not usual, of course. Hand gliding, sport in which you fly while hanging from. Okay, sports where you fly or hanging from. Okay, unable to stop doing something as a habit. Equipment, the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity. Cliff, very high place. Brilliant, extremely clever or impressive. You are so brilliant, teacher Anne. Wow. Am I brilliant? Yes, you are brilliant, teachers. It means you're impressive. You're very good, Sally. Encourage, it means I will give support. Sally, don't worry. I will encourage you. So it means teachers say, I have to encourage you. Okay, always. Okay. So next one we have here the base jumping. Oh my God.
Base
Can you
jumping.
do it, Sally? Look at this one. It's base jumping. Oh my God. Do you think it isn't terrifying? Next we have wingsuit and skydiving. So do you think these activities are safe, Sally? Do you think so? That these activities are all safe? Sally?
Yeah,
Do you think that these activities are all safe?
I think so because it's a horror game.
It's a horror game. Okay, this is
I can't play it because it's too high.
it's too high. Yeah, it's just like it's so scary. It's scary game. But then, okay, maybe I guess for me it's quite dangerous. But since this is introduced, maybe they find something for the game or for this particular sport to be safe. Wingsuit. Look at this one. Oh my God, you're just flying. You're gonna wear some wingsuit and you're gonna fly. Oh my God. Skydiving.
I like to
Oh,
fly too.
and then you've got here the base jumping. You all gonna jump. Oh my God. I can't imagine myself doing this one. How about you? You like to do
If
this?
I don't have my equipment, I will be die
Of course. If you don't have equipment, you will die. Oh my God. So here.
every time.
Haha. Okay, now Sally, can you put the adjectives, okay, into three groups? Put the adjectives below into three groups. Some adjectives can go into more than one group. So example, athletic. It can be this one, or this one. Okay? Describing people, describing extreme sport. Extreme sport, it means wing sport, base, okay, skydiving, those are extreme sports. Describing landscapes. Okay, what is this? So please try to put all of the adjectives to describe adventures.
Okay. To eat.
Verbo ay hinungdanan o dili na maminaw tagpagan na koreksyonan kaysa atong Sally, a minute, I will just go to the bathroom. Okay, please just answer. Ilian, dai, dai. Panggas ako nila kasi magas man. Baliho.
Teacher, I'm finished.
Okay, let me see. Okay, describing people, of course, you're brave. Okay, athletic, impressive, strong, terrifying. So these 5 adjectives, Sally, you can use this to describe people. Okay, like when I say, Sarah is a very impressive little girl. Okay, Sarah is a very strong kid. Okay, so I describe you based on the adjective. Describing extreme sports. This one, oh my God, risky. It's so risky. It's so dangerous. Spectacular. You're terrifying. It's thrilling. It's thrilling because when I try to jump picture, oh my God, I cannot breathe. Okay, describing landscape, impressive, remote, and spectacular. So the place is so remote, very far. Okay, so now, Sarah, listen to the 6 people. We have 6 people here. Fred, Sally, Chris, Selena, Shelly, and Martin. They're talking about base jumping. You know what is base jumping, right? You will jump, right? Okay, write synonyms or words with the opposite meaning that they use for the underlined word. What do you think are the words, synonym words, or words with opposite? Oh, write the synonym or words with the opposite meaning that they use for the remote. Okay, use for the underlined words. Example here, okay, it's not opposite meaning. When you say synonyms, it's not opposite, it's the same. Far away, the same meaning with far away is remote. Okay, you try to listen this one, Sally. Okay?
Okay.
Lesson 2C, Exercise 3. Fred. I like base jumping because it allows me to get away from the city to remote places where you hardly see anyone. Sally.
Base jumping is really a sport for young people. There aren't many base jumpers who are over 30.
Chris.
I love the outdoors, but I'm not particularly brave, so I haven't considered base jumping as a hobby.
Selena.
Base jumping certainly isn't a sport to try if you are unfit.
Shelley.
Base jumping is a great sport, and you get to do it in such spectacular surroundings.
Martin.
My friend asked me to go base jumping with him, and I hated it.
Okay, one more.
Lesson
Please
2C,
listen. What
Exercise
you see have the
3.
same meaning.
Fred.
I like base jumping because it allows me to get away from the city to remote places where you hardly see anyone.
Sally.
Base jumping is really a sport for young people. There aren't many base jumpers who are over 30.
Chris.
I love the outdoors, but I'm not particularly brave, so I haven't considered base jumping as a hobby.
Selena.
Base jumping certainly isn't a sport to try if you are unfit.
Shelley.
Base jumping is a great sport, and you get to do it in such spectacular surroundings.
Martin.
My friend asked me to go base jumping with him, and I hated it.
Teacher, I'm finished.
Okay. Okay, over 30. Older, it means over 30. Chris doesn't consider himself a courageous person. Okay, brave. Okay. Selena says people who aren't strong and fit shouldn't try base jumping. Unfit. Very good. For Shelly, the appeal of base jumping is spectacular. Very good, Sally. Martin really didn't enjoy base jumping. Okay. Hated. Okay. This one, very good. Okay, so this is quite hard because you need to research this about internet, the base jumping. Okay, so we'll skip this one. Now you read the sentences. You read the sentences. Can you think of the synonyms? Okay, just read the sentences and think of the synonyms for any underlined words. Write them in notebook. Okay. So example, the word likes. What do you think are the common synonyms for like? Think of synonyms for any of the underlined word. Example, dangerous. What do you think is the synonym for dangerous? Okay, you just make your own. Go, Sally, you can do it.
I have so many choose. I can't
Okay,
choose.
only one. You give me one only. I don't need many, only one.
Liked it. I don't know. So many. Can't choose. Can't choose one of many. One in many.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose one, but I can't.
Okay.
Teacher Anne.
Okay, one only. You find it hard? Okay, let's skip. Okay. So now in task 5, let's move to task 5. Listen, are the sentences in task 4 true or false? Okay, this is quite easy.
Okay.
Lesson 2C. Exercises 5 and 6. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. Today I'm talking to base jumper Tanya Marks. Tanya, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Now, Tanya, my first question to you is basically, why? Why choose a sport with so many dangers? Why not something nice and safe, like table tennis?
Well, I can answer that in one word. Adrenaline. Extreme sports aren't safe. That's precisely why I enjoy them so much. I'm the kind of person who loves to feel that thrill of risk and adventure.
Do you do any others?
Well, I like skydiving and hang gliding too. But base jumping is my new sport and my obsession. I'm totally addicted.
How did you first get into it?
It was one of my skydiving friends who suggested it. He had the equipment and invited me to join him. My first jump was terrifying, but I loved it.
What's your favourite place for base jumping?
Well, it keeps changing because I'm always looking for somewhere new. But at the moment, I love the cliffs in Tonsai in Thailand. Though it isn't an ideal place to do it, as there are no hospitals nearby.
So, is danger always in your mind when you're jumping?
Oh, yes. That's not just me, that's all base jumpers. We know the dangers.
Do you think that's why there aren't many women who do base jumping? Do the risks put them off?
I'm not sure. I don't really agree. More women are joining the sport every year.
Who are the big names?
Well, I guess Roberta Mancino is the new star of base jumping. She also does skydiving and wingsuit flying. The media love her because of the way she looks, but she's also brilliant at her sports. She's a great role model, and hopefully she'll encourage more girls to take up extreme sports.
Tanya Marks, thank you.
Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Okay, let us have here number 1. Tanya likes extreme sport because they're dangerous. True. My God. Number 2, can you read, Sally?
Teacher Ann,
Yes. Number 2, please read.
a friend told Tanya to try base jumping.
Okay, 3.
Tanya didn't enjoy her first impressions of base jumping.
Okay, very good. Number 4, I will be the one to read. The cliffs in Tonsai, Thailand are the perfect venue for base jumping in Tanya's opinion. Okay, false. 5.
Tanya thinks the danger of the base jumping make women unwilling to try it.
Okay. In Tanya's opinion, Roberta Mancino is a great sportswoman.
True.
True. Okay. Ooh, 2 mistakes only. Don't worry. Okay. You listen again. You listen again. Did you hear any of the synonyms you wrote down in task 4? How did they help you to do the test? Again, you listen. Did you hear any of the synonyms you wrote down in task 4?
No, I can't hear the synonyms.
Not yet, pa. Not yet. Are you with me? How did they help you to do the test? Okay, please listen again.
Lesson 2C. Exercises 5 and 6.
Good afternoon and welcome to the programme. Today I'm talking to base jumper Tanya Marks. Tanya, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Now, Tanya, my first question to you is basically, why? Why choose a sport with so many dangers? Why not something nice and safe, like table tennis?
Well, I can answer that in one word. Adrenaline. Extreme sports aren't safe. That's precisely why I enjoy them so much. I'm the kind of person who loves to feel that thrill of risk and adventure.
Do you do any others?
Well, I like skydiving and hang gliding too. But base jumping is my new sport and my obsession. I'm totally addicted.
How did you first get into it?
It was one of my skydiving friends who suggested it. He had the equipment and invited me to join him. My first jump was terrifying, but I loved it.
What's your favourite place for base jumping?
Well, it keeps changing because I'm always looking for somewhere new. But at the moment, I love the cliffs in Tonsai in Thailand. Though it isn't an ideal place to do it, as there are no hospitals nearby.
So, is danger always in your mind when you're jumping?
Oh, yes. That's not just me, that's all base jumpers. We know the dangers.
Do you think that's why there aren't many women who do base jumping? Do the risks put them off?
I'm not sure. I don't really agree. More women are joining the sport every year.
Who are the big names?
Well, I guess Roberta Mancino is the new star of base jumping. She also does skydiving and wingsuit flying. The media love her because of the way she looks, but she's also brilliant at her sports. She's a great role model, and hopefully she'll encourage more girls to take up extreme sports.
Tanya Marks, thank you.
I can.
Okay, so did you understand?
I just get here for synonyms in this task.
Okay, so we have here likes, enjoys. Okay,
Yes,
they're the
that's right.
same. Okay, dangerous.
I have my notes. My notes.
Okay, yeah. Dangerous, it means it's not safe. It's very risky. It's a risk. Another, told,
Against it.
suggested. Very good. Next, didn't
No
enjoy.
synonym.
Didn't enjoy, no synonym. Venue, it means place. Okay, 5, dangers, it means rest. Your risks. Oh, dangerous, risky. Great sportsman, it means new star, great role model. Okay, so when you're great as sportsman, of course, you will be considered as new star, great role model. So here, now explain why you would like or not like to try base jumping. Give 3 reasons. Use the adjective in task 1. Okay, so you just explain to me, you pick 3 here, 3 reasons why you don't like base jumping. You try to write in the
I
group
don't like base
chat.
jumping because it's remote to everyone.
Okay, another.
I don't like try to base jumping because it's too terrifying.
Okay, one more.
I don't like base jumping because it's just for someone or base jumper. It's brave and strong, but I'm not.
You're not strong. You're not strong.
No.
You're scared.
Yeah, I'm scared about a higher place.
Okay, you're scared. I am scared. Sally, don't say I scared. I am scared with heights. So it means height. I am scared with heights. Okay, so we have here. Okay, so wow. Okay, so we have here different people. Fred loves being in a wild, faraway places. Sally says base jumping isn't popular with older people. Yeah, of course. If you're older people, you are not advised to do the base jumping. It's very dangerous for you.
Me.
Okay.
I already says with my friend, it's base jumping isn't popular with everyone over 30.
Yes.
I always say with everyone.
You don't like it.
Yeah.
You don't like it. Okay. So for this, okay, Martin really did enjoy base jumping. Okay, she didn't enjoy. How about you, Sally? Do you like base jumping?
I just seen my sister play base jumping. It's too hard to play.
Okay, it's too hard to play.
She will, if she don't have equipment, she will be in the hospital in 2 months. 2 months.
Okay, okay. For Shelly, the appeal of base jumping is breathtaking. Landscape where you do it. Oh, Shelly likes to do base jumping. She really likes it a lot. Okay, she likes it. Oh my God. Oh, I feel it's so scary to have those base jumping. I don't think it is good for me, and I don't like it either. How about you? Do you like it? I really don't like it, Sally. Sorry.
I don't like either. I don't like either.
Yeah, because it is dangerous for me. And I, like you, teacher Anne is also scared of heights. I'm scared of heights too, like you. I don't like to move on. I don't like to go. I don't like to fly. My God, it's so dangerous for me.
But if we hide in the lower place, I would like to fly at the lower place.
But not that too long, too high. Okay.
I like to play somewhere. I like to play a place to fly lower. That's
not too high.
I'm not scared of fly, but I am scared of heights.
Oh, you're scared of heights. Oh, yes. Okay. So, Sally, I will show you in the YouTube the base jumping. Okay. In the YouTube, I will search base jumping and I will share it to you. What is it? Okay, let us this one. Okay, teacher N, we're gonna share this. Okay, look at this. Can you see this?
Grammarly helps you work more efficiently, which makes accomplishing your work goals easier. Get
Can you see it, Sally? Can you see?
Wingsuit flying is an amazing thing to witness and probably even more amazing to experience. But if things go wrong, it comes with the ultimate downside, and there's little to no room for error. Most of the videos that we'll look at today are all from experienced flyers, yet they still made the list. Is wingsuit flying too risky to master? As always, you be the judge. Number 7, Dwayne Weston.
Oh my God.
Australian base jumper Dwayne Weston was at the time considered to be one of the best in the world. On October 5th, 2003, while displaying a proximity demonstration, he crashed into the Royal Gorge Bridge near Canyon City, Colorado. Some believe that he misjudged the distance of the bridge. That, mixed with the sporadic wind patterns that day, proved to be fatal.
Holy cow. Yeah, the green suit's going now.
Oh my God, look at that.
Oh my God!
It's a wingsuit, Sally. Wingsuit flying video.
After hitting the bridge, he dropped some 90 meters onto the rocky, rough bottom of the Royal Gorge. Dwayne was only 30 years of age at the time of the accident. The brutal nature of the accident, along with the fact that Dwayne was the best wingsuit jumper in the world, has made this the most notable base jumping accident in history. It was said that when he hit the bridge, his body disintegrated. So due to the graphic nature, I can't show the entire clip here on this channel, but the links to the original videos will be in the description if you care to see the entire video. Number 6, Victor Kovents.
In the world. Oh
Hungarian wingsuit Victor Kovents prepared for what would unknowingly be his last base jump. This was set to take place on a 100-meter high cliff in a rural area in northwestern China.
Look at.
The flight itself was smooth and everything seemed to be going as planned, but things took a turn for the worse when Victor's parachute failed to deploy. The local news reported that around 200 police officers and firefighters were involved in trying to locate his body. Investigations have concluded that this was caused by a technical problem. Victor was quite experienced and had 700 flights and 125 skydives under his belt in just a span of 6 years. But no amount of experience can prepare you for faulty equipment. Number 5, Eric DeSantos. Eric DeSantos was a 30-year-old base jumper from San Diego, California. This jump took place in Chamonix, France on September 29th, 2016. Eric was flying at a speed of about 90 miles per hour. He soon flies through a wooded area of the mountain, and about midway through, he starts to come uncomfortably close to the tree nearby.
Yeah, look at
He misjudges the distance of one of the trees and ends up clipping the top of it. Eric managed to survive the terrifying crash, but was left with multiple broken bones. During an interview, he recalls it.
What, Sally?
When I see, I just scared. I just already scared. What happened when I do the base jumping?
So the one reported here are the 7 terrifying wingsuit flying video done completely wrong. So these people mentioned here, they're actually very good wingsuit. Okay, wingsuit jumper, but they failed and they died because of the accident. Okay, let's continue, Sally.
Okay.
Felt everything was going pretty well, and it wasn't until just before the impact, about 5 seconds before, that he noticed a problem.
Look at what happened.
This video is an example of how a smooth flight can go wrong in literally an instant. Number 4, Kieran Elliott. The videos we've seen so far have all been from experienced base jumpers. But in this video that was posted to Kieran Elliott's YouTube channel, he mentions that this was only his 4th wingsuit jump. His first few jumps weren't very eventful, and he feels he got a bit too comfortable on this jump. He ended up going into a flat spin that he wasn't able to correct for several thousand feet.
Oh my God.
Grammarly helps you work more efficiently,
jumps,
which makes
Alin.
accomplishing your work goals easier. Get
Jump sali lang to. Oh my God. Look at that.
Looking at this video, this is what I could imagine would be a worst-case scenario instructional video.
Keeps on
It's
moving.
terrifying to watch, and I'm sure even more terrifying to experience. Even worse, he says he actually couldn't see anything at all during this period. Luckily, his sight did come back, and he was able to straighten out and pull his chute. Even though he pulled the chute 3,000 feet lower than he was supposed to, this is a story he got to live to talk about. Number 3, Armin Schmeider. Wingsuit jumper Armin Schmeider planned to live stream one of his jumps that he was doing in the Alps. Just before jumping from a cliff near Kandersteg in Switzerland, Armin gets his wingsuit ready for the main event. He puts his phone in his pocket and starts to jump. After a bit of time goes by, a yell can be heard along with the sound of impact. His followers weren't aware that the jump had just turned fatal. His body was recovered by the local police force near the area he was jumping. We are told that Armin was an experienced jumper, but not much else is known about what happened or what caused things to go wrong during the flight. Number 2, Franz Reichelt. For this one, we're going to go all the way back to 1912.
What's this?
Jumper.
I don't know what happened.
Franz Reichelt attempted to create the first wearable parachute, or what many would later consider to be one of the first wingsuit prototypes. The many stories of fatalities during aviation inspired Franz to create this suit that would convert into a parachute for those flying in the newly invented airplane models. There were many attempts to discourage him due to safety concerns, but Franz remained determined, and he continued to run tests by dropping dummies who were wearing his invention from his 5th floor apartment. Feeling that he needed a higher testing ground, he was finally granted permission to try his experiment from the top of the Eiffel Tower. He promoted the demonstration, and it gained a good amount of publicity and press who
The
played.
Eiffel Tower? It's in Paris.
On the day of the demonstration, he
Look at the
announced that he
time.
would not be using the dummies this time, but that he would be making the jump
He will
himself. With everyone watching intently, he jumped from the first stage of the tower. The suit proved to be completely ineffective, and Franz fell to his death. If you've made it this far, thank you
He
for
was
watching,
died.
and please make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn
so
on post
sad.
notifications so you don't miss out on our weekly videos. Also follow us on Facebook as well as our IGTV. Now let's get back into it. Number 1, Jeb Corliss. Jeb Corliss is a world-renowned skydiver and base jumper.
Oh, this one the
He's
best.
jumped from infamous sites around the world, including the Seattle Space Needle, the Eiffel Tower, and the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro. But on January 2012,
he already
in
jumped
Table
those.
Mountain, South Africa, during a routine base jump, Jeb found himself fighting for his life. The video footage shows Jeb's jump first going as planned, but when he attempts to skim over the edge of an oncoming cliff, the unthinkable happens. He isn't able to clear it, and his legs end up clipping the edge of the cliff. Jeb luckily survives, but has an intense, long road to recovery. He breaks both of his ankles, 3 toes, and a fibula, along with many other injuries. Jeb attributed the accident to one thing that I found extremely interesting.
Jeb, can we go back to the crash at Table Mountain? Can you explain
What
what
do you mean?
happened that day?
Yeah, we can start with basically.
I'm returned.
Okay.
Continue.
So we have here.
You know, fear is a super important thing, man. And without fear,
3, 2.
you will die.
These ghost videos might make you piss your pants.
Okay, so
No, I'm just joking.
Sally, those
Look,
are different. Oh, what is that? Danger. Those are the different dangerous thing that you have seen. So those are the what's that? The different happenings that lapses. What happened when you were gonna do wing jumper? Okay, wing jump. It's not safe, Sally. So maybe you can be the best jumper, but it's not safe at all. Okay. So, Sally, I will see you next week. Okay, enjoy and thank you so much. Okay,
Bye,
bye-bye.
teacher.
Oh, you look beautiful. You put something in your lips? What's that? What did you put?
That's my lipstick.
Really? Wow, you've got lots. Okay, I will see you, Sally.
Goodbye, teacher.
Yes.